Hey y'all, I want to share another Christmas treat tradition with you. This one is caramel puff corn. Now I actually make this a couple of times a year. I also make it in the summer when we go on our family beach vacation. My family loves it so much I always take a giant bag of it and we just snack on it all week long. But I definitely make it every year at Christmas, 2 or 3 times actually. Now, it's very, very easy, very, very delicious, and very, very addicting. It starts with 8 to 9 ounces of puff corn. Now it's important that you buy puff corn and not just popcorn. This is kernel-less puff corn. You don't have to buy this brand, but this is a really good brand. But be sure and buy the butter flavor. I've never used the cheddar flavor for this recipe. It'd probably be delicious. If you like caramel and cheese, it'd probably be great. In fact, I think I'll try that pretty soon. This is the only one that I've ever used though. For this brand, I need about 2.5 bags, anywhere from 8 to 9 ounces of puff corn. Now, I know you probably don't have a giant bowl like I do. If you don't, that's okay. This recipe halves really easily. On the stove right now, I have 2 sticks of butter melting, and to that, I'm going to add a cup of brown sugar and a 1/2 cup of corn syrup. I'm going to bring that to a boil and let it boil for 2 minutes. Super hot. I have been cooking this for 2 minutes, stirring it constantly, and now you need a pot that's bigger than your ingredients because watch. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of vanilla, and it's gonna bubble up as that alcohol cooks out. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of baking soda, and watch that. It's gonna foam up as I stir that in, and it's gonna expand. So you really do need your pot to be bigger. Look at it growing. You really do need your pot to be bigger than the ingredients originally were, okay? You see how they almost doubled. Now I've grabbed my puff corn and I'm just gonna pour this hot, be very, very careful, all over that puff corn, and I'm just gonna stir to get it coated. Now I'm just gonna turn this out onto a baking sheet that I have sprayed. And I've got my oven preheated to 250 degrees. I'm just gonna spread this out into pretty much a single layer. So this is why you really do need a big pan, or you could just half the recipe. So I'm going to put this in my 250 degree preheated oven, and I'm gonna bake it for 45 minutes. Every 15 minutes though, I'm going to stir it because I want that caramel, as it melts and caramelizes over the puff corn, I want it to coat every one of them. It's gonna do that as it heats up. All right, so 45 minutes from now, it's gonna be delicious. One thing you need in your kitchen at Christmas time, really year round, is wax paper. I just dampen the counter underneath it before I lay it down, and it really does help it to stick down. That puff corn is ready to come out, and I'm gonna turn it out onto this wax paper to cool. Look how delicious that looks. And it'll just slide right off of the pan. Now I'm just gonna leave it here and let it cool. Who am I kidding? You know I'm not gonna wait. No matter how often you make this, it's never gonna be enough. It's addictive. Everyone who eats it is going to ask you for the recipe. They're gonna ask you to make more. I really love putting it in little individual treat bags and giving it to friends at Christmas time. In fact, let me show you that. I buy these little bags at the craft store, little cellophane bags. And I love to just bag up some of this and give it to friends. I just scoop some into the bag and tie it up. Such a nice little treat for a friend. Let me just go ahead and tell you about the problem with this puff corn. You're gonna have a hard time finding that butter puff corn. The dollar store will sell out of it, your grocery store will sell out of it, Walmart will sell out of it, because everyone that you share this recipe with in your area is going to run out and buy the ingredients so that they can make it themselves. So you might better keep this your little secret. Whatever you decide to do, make it, share it. It's so good, so crunchy, so delicious, and so easy. All right, y'all, go have a good day.